Hi, I hope everyone is having a great day. It's very, very cold here in Northwest Ohio. We've gotten some snow, and it was like 18 degrees, I think, yesterday. I'm not sure what the temperature is today, but it's, overcast and kind of gloomy. A nice, stay home in bed, maybe read a good book kind of a day. But instead of doing that, I thought I would come and talk to you. And since we are promoting our chicken noodle soup and taking pre-orders for that, I thought I would talk to you a little bit about the chicken. So we use our grilled chicken in our we use our grilled chicken in our chicken noodle soup, and it's just a real simple recipe of the noodles and carrots, celery, onion, a little bit of thyme, salt, pepper, our amazing grilled chicken, and a little bit of water to help with the saltiness of the chicken stock. So, why does chicken get pink in the middle when you smoke it or grill it? Well, that is because there's a chemical reaction that happens between the proteins in the chicken and then the smoke from the wood or the charcoal. So the protein in the chicken is myoglobin, and that reacts with the nitric oxide of the smoke. And this combination prevents the browning, which instead has it turn pink. And that's how you know that the smoke penetrated through the chicken to cause this smoke ring. If you've ever seen a barbecue competition, that's one of the factors that they play into with their scoring is the smoke ring. How nice of a smoke ring you got in your meats. So the chicken is fully cooked, but it kind of tricks you into thinking it's a little underdone. But I tell you, time and temperature is your friend with any kind of cooking, but especially with the grilling and the smoking of things, because you can cook at too high of a temperature, and that can create some issues as well. High heat can cause some nitrosaminides, which formed from nitrates. Too hot can cause improper wood combustion or charcoal combustion, so it's not creating a proper flame. It's giving off this bad smoke that coats your food. So there are hazards. So your time and temperature is very important. So while you have the smoke, the nitric oxide and the myoglobin of the protein of the chicken creating this beautiful pink color of a smoke ring inside, you have a different reaction happening on the outside. On the outside, primarily about chicken that we're talking about, might be true with other meats. I didn't really look into that. But the sugars and amino acids on the surface, that creates that browning effect, which gives you these complex flavors. And it's called a Maillard reaction. And then you also have fats breaking down, which is causing free radicals. Like an example of a free radical would be an alkoxy. I'm probably not saying any of these words right, but that's an example. And that helps to create the lipid oxidation, which gives it the aroma and flavor, which helps the flavonoids to come out. The flavonoids that are, that you taste and that you smell. And then, so you have free radicals, and then you also have these volatile compounds, right? And that's a reaction of the smoke and the fats and the proteins, which also causes this smoky aroma and that just delicious smoky flavor. I should have mentioned on the live, but I'll mention here, we use a 3-wood blend when we do a smoke, when we smoke our meat. So we use a hickory, a mesquite, and an oak. And the mesquite's tricky because if you put too much in there, and then it gives it kind of a bitter taste. and it can also feel like, okay, the food's bad because whatever. But so you really have to be careful of the woods you're using, not only for the flavor profile of your end cook, but yeah, for the flavor, but you got to make sure you're cooking it at the proper temperature so you get that nice combustion. So yeah, so basically the bottom line is, for all your cooking needs, you know, time and temperature, your best friend. And then the temperatures, you know, for like your refrigerators and freezers, you have to have it below a certain level, and then for, you know, eating, you have to have it above a certain temperature. And then there's this middle space where if the food gets too cold for too long, then it's not good for you. So you really have to pay attention to your time and temperature with the cooking and the cooling of things, and you know, all that. It's very important, or you'll have a bad product that could possibly make people sick, and nobody wants that. So time and temperature is your friend. The bottom line is the pink, it doesn't mean it's undercooked. Unless, you know, you're cooking it in your oven, then yeah, then it's undercooked. But if you're smoking it or grilling it, the pink means that it had the penetration of the smoke to cause that chemical reaction. Yeah, and so slow and low is the key. Yeah. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you learned a little bit of something. I learned a little bit more about the chemical reaction, specifically like the technical words and stuff and what's actually going on. I mean, I had a very good clue what was going on, but you know, it's always good to learn. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you'd like to learn, or you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comments section. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. I am working on the Rumble still. I'm working on the locals and you know, the other things. I'm trying to get us out there as much as possible. I'm hoping that it will be beneficial in the long run. But yeah, I hope I'm getting a little bit better at these things too. If you want to let me know that I'm doing better or I need to do something different. I can take criticism pretty well, as long as it's honest, truthful criticism. And I'm hoping to figure out how to have you guys in the kitchen with me. I just don't know how to make that work, and you might not see me, but I'll definitely try and make it so you can see the food. We have our amazing sauces, so I'm hoping to show you all how to use our sauce. And honestly, being it's YouTube and we don't have shipping yet, you know, that you can use any sauce to create some amazing things. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. This one's a short one, and yeah, so I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.